It's now Sunday the 30th of August and I'm at the bus stop. I've decided to go into Koukounaries today, which is the large resort at the western end of the island. Been there before, of course, so I'll be there in a few minutes. Here I am at the terminus at the west end, bus stop number 26, which is Koukounaries. A little bit of history here. Koukounaries, first time I came here about 7 years ago or 8 years ago, whenever it was. Hardly anything that you see here was actually here. You've got a car park there, which was just waste ground. And if we just step out into the sun, that's the way down to the beach at Koukounaries. That was here, of course. And also there's a little protected area here, which is actually a lake, sort of a nature reserve sort of place. But the big difference here, if I pan round, behind the car park there used to be a little dirt track which went over the hill to a place called Banana Beach. Now Banana Beach is still there, but 7 or 8 years ago it was just a little tiny beach with a single little beach bar. But as you'll see, I will walk over the hill. Now there's a proper roadway which goes over the hill there now, and as you'll see a bit later on, it's far from being a little beach with one little snack bar. Before I go out onto the beach, I'll just take a walk around the nature reserve, the big lake that's here, and maybe see a few wild birds or animals. I don't know, not usually lucky, but you never know, might be lucky today. Just go through the entrance here. There is a little kind of shack place here, which I don't think was here before. No doubt when I come next year they'll probably be charging to go onto this nature reserve, but we'll see. Just walking along the track, I've already seen a couple of butterflies and a rather large bird. Not quite sure what it was. Cormorant possibly, I don't know. Despite the fact that there's several places where you've kind of got a choice of two paths to go by, I seem to have been lucky and found my way to the lake. Probably all the paths eventually come out onto the lake somehow or other. And here we are. Quite a nice little spot actually. It's a very nice place to have a picnic if you would like to do that. And standing now right on the edge of the lake here. A very nice spot. Heading back onto the path now. Take a little bit more of a walk round. There's plenty of places here by the lake where you can find some shade if you're not a beach person. Shalina back at the apartments has told me that today is going to be a very hot day, around about 40 degrees. So she's advised me to drink plenty of water I'll probably be drinking beer, but I'll just have a walk around the area. I think shortly I'll be at Johnny's End into the woods here, because I think it's opening out onto the beach. This sort of like wooded area is kind of like between the lake and the beach. And here is the opening to the beach. So I think I'll find a convenient little snack bar and have a beer. So there's quite a big boat there, you can see, on the jetty. This is the far end of the beach here. Right at the far end here, there's a little bridge which goes over to the other land on the other side. And quite a few boats moored up. I've negotiated a tricky little walk by the water's edge there, and have now reached the main sort of jetty here. And if I pan round now, you can see the full extent of Koukounaries beach. And just on the left hand side of the jetty, there's a little secluded beach there. There we go, a little duck by the bridge there. So just walk quickly along the beach here. It's one of the best beaches, I guess, on the island. Absolutely no shingle at all. Not sure if you'll be able to see, but if I just step gingerly into the water here, try not to drop the camera. You might be able to see some fish swimming around in the water there. And a few more just up here. So 2 beers and 40 weeks later, I've made my way down to the beach. It's now coming up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll have a swim, stay here for about an hour or so, and then have a walk over the hill to Banana Beach. I've moved my sunbed round into the shade a bit more. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon now, but it's still pretty hot. The beach is quite crowded today out here at Koukounaries, but I guess it's Sunday and there's a lot of local Greek people making use of their day off, I guess. The guys just come around to collect money for the sunbed. That's €5 for the day, which isn't too bad. Been charged more and I've been charged slightly less, so it's right about the average, I guess. It's now 5:30 and I'm going to head over the hill to Banana Beach. There's quite a convenient pathway which goes the full length of the beach here, which is just as well. So if you're walking along the sand or along the water's edge, quite a lot of it's in the shade as well, which is a good thing. Just raising the camera up there. That's the direction I'm heading in, where that hill is ahead of us. On the other side of the hill is Banana Beach. I don't literally have to climb right to the top of that hill, by the way. It's not quite that strenuous. I'm back at the entrance to Koukounaries Beach. That's the 6 o'clock bus, which is just pulling in. And swinging the camera around now, this is the start of the walk over the hill to Banana Beach. As you can see, it's a made up road now. 3 years ago this was nothing more than a dirt track, hardly wide enough for a car. And when I do get over the hill, I'll let you know how much this place has changed in just 3 years. Still climbing up the hill. It is quite steep. Might not look it on the camera, but take my word for it. Right down the bottom there you can actually see Banana Beach. But in front of it now, as you can see, there's these landscaped area with plush villas. 3 years ago none of that was there. It was just a dirt track down to that beach. So imagine the shock that I had when I was here 2 years ago, because all that was new to me. They called it progress. Just a bit further round, there's a little vehicle there which takes the holiday makers down onto Koukounaries Beach. Courtesy little shuttle service that they've got here. One of the courtesy wagons. What you saw just now was only the start of what they've done here. 3 years ago when I came, there was just a little beach bar, smaller than the ones on Koukounaries Beach. And it was very laid back, probably only a few dozen people on the beach. But when I came here 2 years ago, I had the shock of my life. I'll just keep going along the road here until I'll come to the point where I'll show you what I mean. Just up another steep hill, there's some more luxury apartments here. Once again, these weren't here 3 years ago. To be honest, I don't even think that these particular ones were here 2 years ago. I think even these are very, very new. There's another one of the apartments there. I won't swear to it, but I think they've got their own jacuzzi on the balcony there. Another one here. Their own little swimming pool. I wonder how much they cost. Don't go any further, I'll probably get told off for trespassing. Yes, that is their own jacuzzi, I can quite clearly see it now. And again, their own private swimming pool. How the other half live. There's a little view here, looking down on Banana Beach. So I'll go down, back down the hill. I shan't go down onto the beach here. 2 years ago, a Fanta Orange cost me €6. Beach beds were €20 per day. Not surprising, I guess, when you see the standard of villa there up on the hill. Once again, one last look at the apartments which lead down to Banana Beach. Even all these apartments have their own swimming pool. So here's the entrance to another hotel, just carrying on my exploration. Don't know quite what this hotel will be looking like. Well, they've certainly got a nice view of this hotel, that's for sure. Must admit, I hadn't seen this hotel before. I didn't come this way even 2 years ago. So I'm not sure whether this was even built 2 years ago. That's another view of these luxury apartments. If I just bring the camera around. Down the bottom there you can see Banana Beach with its £20 sunbeds. So I say 3 years ago, looking down there, all you would have seen was one little shack of a beach bar and about 20 people on the beach. But now they've completely landscaped it and made it into a millionaire's paradise. And I'm guessing this room here is the main reception area. So I'm going back down the hill now. That was the Hotel Elivi, by the way, that big hotel back there. It's a little bit disappointing. When all the other years that I came, apart from 2 years ago, you used to have a lovely view which overlooked the bay and the lake. But the hotel there is built up so much that you can't seem to see that view anymore. So I guess this pathway now goes back down to the car park. Just coming back down to the car park now, just in time for the 7 o'clock bus. So I'm now in one of the back streets in Skiathos town. Just had my meal right here. In the Taverna Moiria. Had a chicken dish, which was very nice. Now heading off to the oldest bar in the town. Just up ahead here is the Dionysos restaurant, Unfortunately, it's become victim this year. It's not open. Oh, power cut. Lights have gone out. It's just turned midnight, which is probably why some of the lights have gone out. But I'm just walking around next straight along where you can find a Tesla bar. There's normally a Greek trio playing there. Other years I've been here, but there don't seem to be any live music there this year. And then I'm coming down now to the oldest bar in the town. This is the Koukounaries bar. There we are.